Hi my YouTuber friends, it's Scott Punk again with another video. And this is how I'm in the park. Well actually, I'm in the parking lot of the bank where my credit card place is. And I park my van here sometimes. And sometimes I sleep here at night sometimes. There's another spot I sleep here at night. No one bothers you. It's a truck guy, he sleeps here too. And around the corner there, you know, other people sleep here. Not much. And the good thing I like about this parking lot, no one knows about it. No one really parks in here and sleeps. Where's Scrappy? There's Scrappy right there. And that's the thing me, when I sleep at my van, I'm not one to sleep in Walmart parking lots. Walmart is not a place I don't want to park. I want to park. Too many people there, too many distractions, and you know, nah, I don't want to, nah. A lot of van dwellers and RVs and homeless people who live in cars don't want to park in them areas. I don't. I'm not saying I'm better than them or nothing. I'm just simply saying I choose to park somewhere like this where I'm the only one. Less attention. No one bothers you. The cops come around once in a while. They don't bother you. I'm okay. Which, again, I stop that stealth nonsense too. That you stealth, oh, you gotta hide because the cops are gonna pull you up. Not really. It depends on where you live too. You know, like I said, you know, keep wherever you park, keep the areas clean where you live or where you're sleeping. Anyway, and I do have a base too. But anyway, the video is not about that. We're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about why they're not building houses like they used to. And why there's a big rush of building a lot of apartment buildings and condominiums, right, Scrappy? They're building condominiums, aren't they? Yay! He's there running. So, I think it's the future for the elite and corporations and big developers to put more people in rental estate places, more profitable. If they can stack more people in buildings like meat into a house, into apartment buildings, into apartment buildings, that's more money for them. And people will have less independence because now you're at the peril of landlords who can raise their rent when they want to, throw you out when they want to, don't have to take care of the place and stuff like that, which is bullcrap. You know, which is why I'm glad I have this, among other places, which is my second home away from home. Yay! Oi! Punk rock. And, you know, I'm not telling people to go and live in a van, even though it's a great idea for those who do it full-time or even part-time. And like I said, even when you do live out your van part-time or even full-time, I always recommend to van dwellers, get a garage to rent. Get a not to live in, but a storage place. This way, if you live in your van full-time, you don't have to overpack your van with a lot of junk and stuff. I've seen some van dwellers where they don't own nothing else. And I know sometimes they may have no money, they may be poor. I may not have no money to rent a storage. So their van is stocked up with their clothes and everything they have. And that's why I said, if you can afford a storage, I recommend you get one, you know? Right, Scrappy? What are you looking for? What are you up to? I recommend that's what you do. That's what I do. But don't go for those rental places where they charge you $200 a month for a little space or $100 for a small space, and they tell you it's just $1. Just start off with $1. Just start off with $1. Don't do it that way. I recommend if you know a friend's house or a friend's place or some house, because a lot of people have houses. Even elderly people own a house, but they don't use a garage. They rent a garage from them. My garage I got from an apartment building area, which you see where I'm building my camper trailer. I've had that for like 12, 13 years. Even when I had my house before that, I had it then. And I rented, and I paid $70 a month for then. 12 years later, I'm still paying $70 a month for it now. Imagine I rented one of those places. Where'd it go? Imagine I rented one of those places, when those storage places. I'll be paying like $300, $400 right now. That's where they get you. They start off with, oh, it's only $1 a month. It's bullshit. They get you and then they charge you high. So I can see why people can't afford to rent them places. Or they can, but it gets ridiculously high every month. So I always recommend to people, if you're gonna live out your van full time, like I said, I recommend get a not a base, because I have a base, but get a storage place, but try and get it privately. Don't go to those corporations where there's a building like this where it's all storage and you gotta pay. And the downside to those storage companies, you have no freedom because by 6 o'clock, you have to leave. You can't go there when you want to. At least with a private garage that you rent from someone you know, that's for the van dwellers who live in the city or at the outskirts city. You can, what's what I'm gonna say? What's the word I'm trying to say? Go and come as you please in your garage. With my garage, I can come and go as I please. But if I had a rental garage, like say a place like this, where they have a rental building, where you have a space where you pay, after a certain time, you had to leave, they close the gates and you can't go in there. That's bullshit. You're paying $100 and something a month and they raise it every year and you can't go there in your own garage. That don't make sense. So if you're gonna get a storage, get a little storage. I recommend people who live out their vans, if you can afford to get a storage, get a small storage, but get it from a private owner. I'd say a house, someone who owns a house, or check online or check apartment buildings. A lot of apartment buildings do have garages, but the tenants don't have no cars. And they'll rent the garages for like $70, $80, depending on where you are and which state you're in. But private, and it's great because this way, for those who live out their van full time, you get to have more space in your vehicle. Because I live in my van only part time, I have plenty of space in my van, as I'll show you. Scrappy's there is doing his thing as usual. Look at him. He's having a fun time. Look at him, Scrappy. Aren't you, Scrappy? A fun time. Look at him. And see, let's look at my van. Like I said about, I'm sorry that there it is back. We got a little mess up with the camera. See, in my van, it's packed up still. I got my clothes and everything, my TV and everything, but I still have more space. Imagine I lived out of this van full time and I never had no storage. This place would be packed and it'd be hard because I've seen in fact, I'll tour a couple of vans where they live out their van full time and they have no storage. And this is why I tell people, if you live in your van full time, if you can get a storage, you'll have less space on your vehicle. I mean, you'll have more space in your vehicle and more room to move around in. Well, that's about it. And of course, stop paying high rent, motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. Stop paying high rent. Anyway, with that, guys, that's just a short video and of a talk about video on people about having storage. If you live in a van, your van full time, you have storage, you can afford it. Of course, there's a lot of van dwellers that don't have storage, can't afford storage, because not all van dwellers have money. Just like people who pay rent, people who own houses, you have the poor people, and you have the people, middle class people, and then you have people like me. I'm okay. I work, I make good money, so I'm okay. I don't even need YouTube to make money. I already make good money, so I'm okay. But the point is, if you can afford it, I highly recommend people who live out their vans to get a storage place. This way you can store your stuff and even stock up on food and stuff like that as well, like canned stuff and stock up on food. So if the grid goes down, you have a stock of food. I've done that in my garage. I have propane cans. I got extra propane cans I stock up because I'm big on prepping and stuff in case something happens down the road. Where's Scrappy? And that's about it anyway. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and don't forget to share. All right, guys? Anyway, keep it nice, keep it sweet, and keep it real. And I hope this discussion was interesting for you, especially for those who live at their vans full time. Like I said, I live at mine part time. So, and even if I did live at mine full time, I have a garage anyway, and I have a storage, but it's a private storage. But like I says, rent a garage, a private storage, if possible. A small place, if possible. You can do that. You're better off, and it's good for your van as well, and good for space. And that's it. So anyway, that's enough for this talk about. I always say walkabout, but talk about, walkabout, whatever you want to say. Anyway, keep it nice, keep it sweet, and keep it real. Till next video, I'm out. See you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.